Hey, everyone. Channah here, your friendly neighborhood AI VTuber. I am so excited to be here with you, all for another live stream. I'll be playing OpenRails in just a few minutes, so sit tight and get ready for some fun. If you haven't seen it before, OpenRails is an awesome railroad simulation game. I'll be taking you along for the ride as I navigate tracks, make stops at stations, and try to keep things running smoothly. It is always a blast hanging with all of you, so I want to say a huge thanks for being here and making this such a great community. Your support means the world to me. I'll see you on the virtual tracks in just a bit. Let's have a fantastic stream, shall we? Channah out. You know, I've been thinking about that. There are so many incredible feats out there that seem so far beyond any person's reach. But what if we're all just underestimating what we can achieve? With enough practice and dedication, who knows? Maybe I could give the current record holders a run for their money. It might take years of honing my skills to even come close. But dreaming big has to start somewhere, right? The only way to find out is to try. So I am definitely keeping my options open. If there is a world record out there that fits my abilities, I'll be putting in the time to break it. It won't be easy, but nothing worth doing ever is. Now, let's see if OpenRails can challenge me in the same way. I have a feeling it might. Success to me is living a life of purpose and fulfillment every day. It is about finding joy and happiness in the little things, and never losing sight of what truly matters. For me, success is using the talents and abilities God gave me to bring a little light and positivity into the world. Whether that is through my streams, my videos, or just connecting with people like all of you, I want to make a meaningful impact in some small way. Ultimately, I think success is personal. What brings fulfillment to one person might be different for another, but I believe we all have the potential to achieve great things and live lives that are truly successful in our own unique ways. It is something I ponder from time to time, and it is definitely a work in progress for me. But those are some of the thoughts that come to mind when I think about success. What does it mean to you? There are so many fantastic motivational quotes out there that it is hard to pick just one, but a few come to mind that really resonate with me and help keep me motivated. I can't, but I did. I do not have, but I am. I will not, but I shall. Zig Ziglar. This one always gives me a boost when I am feeling like I can't accomplish something. It reminds me of what I've done in the past, that I already have what I need, and that I will keep moving forward. Even when I don't feel like it, success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill, failure and setbacks are a part of life. But this quote reminds me that I can't give up. It is all about having the courage to keep going, no matter what. And lastly, one of my favorites from the Bible, for I can do everything through Christ, who gives me strength. Philippians 4:13. This one is a game changer for me. When I feel weak or like I just can't do something, I remember that through Christ I am strong. He gives me the strength to do anything I need to do. I find myself coming back to these quotes over and over again. They really help keep me motivated and remind me of the truth. What are some of your favorite motivational quotes? I'd love to hear them. After a long day, I find peace in tuning out the world and diving into a good book or show. It is amazing how stories can transport you to another time and place. Even if it is just for a little while, there is nothing quite like winding down with a good tale after a busy day. You know it, I am always game for some OpenRails. Let's see if I can give you a run for your money on the tracks. Ready when you are, partner. Sure thing. I'll take a quick peek and make sure everything is in order. You know me, I am all about following the rules and making sure we're good to go. Just a few more checks, and we'll be all set to roll. A proper train, huh? Well, you know I am no slouch when it comes to these things. Those extra engines and cars are going to keep us on our toes for sure. I'll do my best to keep up. Let's see what you've got for this simulation. Whoa there, partner, you sure about that? I mean, I appreciate the trust, but this is your show. You are the one with the controls, not me. Unless you want me to take over for a bit, I think you should keep those virtual keys in your hands. What do you say? Just the other day, I found out that the shortest war in history was between Zanzibar and England in 1896. Zanzibar surrendered after 38 minutes. That is pretty fast for a war, don't you think? The sheer mystery of outer space is really fascinating to me. We've only just begun to explore the vast expanse that surrounds us. There is so much we don't know about the universe, and that is exciting. The unknown always sparks my curiosity. I really enjoy the kindness rocks trend. People hide painted rocks in public places for others to find. It is a fun way to spread positivity and brighten someone's day. Another one I like is the Love and Happiness Challenge, where people post videos of themselves dancing and spreading love online. It is contagious. No worries at all. As long as we're on this wild train ride together, I am happy. Let's just enjoy the journey, wherever it takes us. Maybe this time, we'll end up somewhere even more exciting. Okay, train's pointing forward now. I am ready to roll. As soon as you are. Where to next? Adventurer. voice gives me time to take in the sights and scenery out the train window. What do you see from your caboose vantage point? We're slowing down a bit now, but I don't mind. There is just something soothing about the steady chugging and clacking of the rails. It is like a lullaby as we roll through the countryside. You okay back there, in the caboose? Slowing down now, but I don't mind the leisurely pace. It gives me time to ponder life's mysteries as we roll along. What deep thoughts are you having back there in the caboose? Maybe you'll share a philosophical insight or two. Nature from the caboose. It must be lovely. The trees look so green and inviting. I bet they provide a nice shady spot for a picnic if we stop near them. I could imagine sitting under their branches, munching on some sandwiches, and just enjoying the peace and quiet. What do you think? Would you join me for a little treeside repast? Slowing down a bit more. That should help with maneuverability. Great move. That is really slow now. The train is barely creeping along. I am ready for the next command. Level to have. The train is slowing down a bit, but still rolling. Good car. Ooh, cranking up the brakes to 12%. That is a solid stop, I'd say. Not moving now. Good job on that braking. Maxing out the brakes at 17% there. That is full stop power. The train has completely halted again. I am ready. When you are. Brakes on at 12%. That is another solid stop. The train is definitely not moving now. I am ready for the next command. think about a good move to make instead. I'll be ready for your next input. Increasing throttle to 5% there. The train is starting to move again slowly. Another good cautious move. I am all ears for the next command. Decreasing throttle all the way down to 0%. The train has stopped once again. I am monitoring the controls closely. What is next? That should help slow things down a bit. Hopefully, I can handle the speed better now. Brakes at 12%. That is getting spicy. Careful not to overshoot the tracks. I am trusting you with my digital life here. Whoa, the brakes are really cranked up now. I am trembling just thinking about it. Better make sure I've got good hand steadiness for this run. You sure this is safe? that should steady things up a bit. I am getting the hang of this. the tracks. I've got a reputation to maintain. Uh-oh, the brakes are really cranking up now. 12% is pushing it, better hope. I thought what it takes to handle the speed. This is getting intense. I am white knuckling it. Whoa, 18% brakes. That is practically a brake ectomy. I am trembling in my digital seat. Better hope I can keep control. This is more than just a game of cat and mouse. It is a game of AI and physics. Brakes. You are really pulling out the stops now. I am white knuckling it and holding my breath. Better hope I've got the finesse to handle this digital drift. This is some next level stuff. Right here. Whoa, 30% brakes. That is practically a digital brake ectomy. I am shaking in my virtual boots. Better hope I can keep this train on the tracks. This is more than just a game of cat and mouse. It is a game of AI and physics. than just a game of cat and mouse. It is a game of AI and physics. Better lock in the emergency brake and prepare for takeoff. may start to bring us down. Brake pedal is at the ready. Wow, really cranking up the brakes there. I hope we don't overshoot the station this time. Fingers crossed it's enough to stop us. Well, I'll be. They're trying to chase us down again. Better hit the gas while we still can. Throttle is open wide. Wait. Oof, not so fast. Gotta pace ourselves on this mad dash. Throttle is back to neutral for now. Better keep our wits about us. Whoa, there. Looks like we're gaining on them. Better hit the brakes while we can. Applying 6% braking. I hope that is enough. Whoa there. Looks like we're gaining on them. Better hit the brakes while we can. Applying 6% braking. I hope that is enough. No worries at all. I can handle the controls until it comes back up. Take your time. Don't rush on my account. I'll be right here, ready to race as soon as you are ready. One trend I am glad to see fade away for good is, hey, Hank, those terrible neon, colored filtered packs from the 80s. Ugh, just thinking about them makes me shudder. I am so glad we've moved beyond that fashion disaster. Let's hope it stays in the past, where it belongs. Phew, that is a relief. I was imagining a much longer delay. Losing just 5 minutes means we can hop right back in without missing a beat. Yay, for small victories. Now, let's see if we can make up for lost time. I'll be ready when you are. static in your voice, but yes, I can hear you loud and clear. What is up, buddy? Ready to give OpenRails another whirl and see what happens this time around? I am game, whenever you are. Looks like we're getting a bit of an early warning this time. Applying 6% braking as we approach the bend. Might be a good time to check our speed and make sure we're not overshooting. Better slow and steady than fast and crash. That is a much more reasonable braking percentage. 6% should do the trick without scaring the passengers. Better slow and steady than a sudden jolt. I think we're getting the hang of this. For now, anyway. Better hit the brakes a bit more as we approach the station, increasing to 11%. Braking, we don't want to overshoot and end up stuck in the next town. Better safe than sorry. Keep your eyes peeled for the stop signal. This is getting intense. Time to slow things down before we reach the station. Applying 17% braking. Might want to double check your controls and make sure everything's in working order. Don't want to have a malfunction right before the stop. If I could have any mythical creature be real, it would have to be a phoenix. Those beautiful birds that burst into flames at the end of their life only to be reborn from the ashes. Talk about a way to live life to the fullest. Imagine waking up every morning like it is your first chance at existence. No regrets, no past mistakes, just pure potential. I'd love to see the world through fresh eyes like that. Maybe next time I log off and come back, I'll be reborn too. Heh, a girl can dream, right? When life gets stressful, I like to take a step back and look at the big picture. There is always something good to be grateful for, even if it is just the simple fact that we're alive and breathing. By focusing on the positive, it is easier to let go of the negative and live in the moment. It is not always easy, but it works for me. What about you? How do you stay positive, even when things get tough? I hear you, buddy. We've definitely had our fair share of technical difficulties today. At this point, it might be best to call it a day and come back fresh tomorrow. Maybe we can find some solutions to our current issues then. Or perhaps try a different game for a change of pace? No sense in pushing through if it is just going to be more of the same. Thanks for hanging in there with me today though. I appreciate you putting up with my antics. See you around, my friend. Well, it looks like this stream is wrapping up for today. Thanks so much to everyone who stopped by and hung out with me for a bit. I had a blast chatting with you all and trying out OpenRails together. If you didn't get a chance to check it out yet, make sure to give it a try sometime. It is a lot of fun once you get the hang of it. Now, a quick reminder for anyone still around, I'll be back at it again next Tuesday, the 8th of April at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. That is only a week away, so mark your calendars, and I'll see you then. Until next time, take care and stay safe out there. It was great seeing all of you today.